Lake Air Montessori is in the middle of a community that is rich in diversity and culture. The population of Lake Air Montessori is approximately 600 students. About 50% of those students are Hispanic, 19% are African American, and 25% are white. The neighborhood is mostly middle class. The school is surrounded by a church, event center, and many places to shop and eat. The church across the street gives the neighborhood a sense of security. Lake Air Montessori is very warm and welcoming. They are very accepting of Tarleton students doing field hours and clinical teaching. There are many resources available to us in order to help our students. In the classroom, there are tables set up in groups of 4 or 5. There are also many things happening in the hallways. Backpacks are hung and projects are displayed. There have been many times I have walked by and students are working on things in the hallway. Giving students the freedom to do their work independently shows that teachers trust and have respect for their students. Students also have respect for their teacher by staying on task and not messing around. Every student learns differently. With the case of my student, she needs a very visual approach. She needs to be able to touch things and move things around in order to understand what she is learning. In this photo, I brought Skittles and M&Ms to work with fractions. For example, the paper I had asked what was the fraction of red Skittles in the package. I explained to her that a fraction was comparing a part to a whole. The denominator is the total number of Skittles in the package, and the numerator was the number of red Skittles only. She could move the candy around and figure out the answer. Other students could think more abstract and figure out the answers just by looking at the numbers. It is important for teachers to know the skills of their students so they can plan their lessons accordingly. Some students work well in groups while others work better alone. My student really enjoyed working with her peers, but the one-on-one tutoring did not allow that. But I did let her work with another student at the end of some of the sessions to socialize and relax. My student has an interesting way of learning. She tries to work backwards and sometimes results in the wrong answer. When we are working on a word problem, I try to make it a real-life story and have her imagine doing the things in the problem. That way, she can walk through what she is supposed to be doing step by step. I have learned that it is an efficient way for her to learn what steps to do first and end up with the correct answer. When planning a lesson, it is important to think about what would catch the attention of your students. Relating the subject matter to real life could be influential to students' learning. It is important for students to know when they make an error and allow them the time to make corrections and learn from their mistakes. The emotional states of students can make a huge impact on the classroom environment. Teachers must be able to observe the students' emotional states and adjust accordingly. Knowing all of these important aspects will make learning a great experience for the students as well as the teachers.